When I had kids a few years ago, I felt like a part of my brain went on vacation and never ever came back to me. I forget and lose things all of the time. Just this morning, I had lost my favorite travel mug and it was nowhere to be found in my house. I just lose and forget all of the time. And I think as we go through life, sometimes the easiest thing to lose along the way is really our perspective. Isn't it true that one minute we can be full of faith, ready for anything life throws at us, and then the next wondering if we can even make it till tomorrow? And sometimes all those feelings can occur within a 24-hour period. And I don't want to be somebody who lives at the mercy of my emotions or my environment. I can't control the variables in my life. We know that. People mistreat us. We get in car accidents. We don't get jobs we want. Our kids act up. In a life where anything can happen, it's so important that the people who know God have the ability to get above the circumstances and see our problems from new angles. I heard someone say one time that we are always looking for God to fix our problems, but what we really need is to be looking for God to give us a new perspective about our problems. Just a couple weeks ago, I felt really overwhelmed by a situation and I was praying for God to fix it like we do. And then I realized that instead of asking him to fix my problem, I really just needed to get a new perspective about it, his perspective. So I really simply went to him and I asked him to show me himself in this situation, and he did. And now I feel differently about that situation. So the thing about getting God's perspective, though, that's hard is that we have to take the time to look for it, because our emotions and our flesh are always trying to push us toward the places of despair and anger and fear. But God's default in every situation is strength, hope, courage, faith. And so as we wrap up this second week of the fast, I want to challenge you to look and listen for God to show up, not to always remove us from our troubles, but to give us new perspectives about them and strength inside of them. He is always, always at work. And so take the time today to utter the prayer, open the Bible, and start seeing what he sees.